Good.
Okay, so we can start.
Okay. So welcome all to this training session of today. As you know, we have already done many sessions of training during these last weeks, months. We have had many sessions about HEC programs, namely the DSS view software, the HEC RAS, the HMS, and we had also the QJS sessions. For today we will have a training about the SWAT model. That's in the background of our project is the one that will be used in the Word Package 3. The SWAT model is a model actually that is an hydrological model. So we can say that many of its functions are can be done also with HMS. They are quite of a similar range of operations, but of course they have some differences, and we will see today which are these differences and which are the main features of this SWAT model. Okay, let me first share the screen. Okay, first of all, a brief overview of what we are going to see during these 2 days of today and tomorrow. We will have an overview of the SWAT model, and we will see how to set up a model, an hydrological model, specifically about the delineation of the watershed. That includes the loading of the DEM, the creation of channels and streams. We will see what is a landscape unit and how to create it. And then we will see what is an HRU, an hydrological response unit. We will see how to create this HRU through the use of land use and soil maps. Then in the second day, we will see more about the SWAT editor, looking specifically at the weather data that we can import to the model, how to set a simulation period, and how to print our options that we want to show about the result of the model. And then there is also a part about the visualization of all the outputs that are basically divided in 3 different types of visualization. That can be a static visualization, an animation, and plots. And this visualization is something that quite differ from other models and is very useful and can give a very well idea and representation of the phenomena that we are modeling. So first of all, we will see how to set up our model. And the main thing actually is that we need to have a QJS that's running on our PC. And this is the most important thing, because the SWAT model is running on QJS. So we will work on a QJS project, and on it we will have a SWAT plugin that we will use through this QJS. Then there are other parts of the SWAT model that will be run outside of QJS, but the main page to work with is QJS. So I think you already have a QJS installed in your computer. because mainly of the course we have done in the last weeks. So in case you don't have a version of QGIS, please download it. And also another thing is that you should have a version of QGIS that is among the most recent version. And as we can see from the page of SWAT, it's specified that we need actually to install a QGIS version from 3.34 onwards, because the plugin of the SWAT of a SWAT model is working starting from this version of QGIS. Do you all have a version of QGIS that's this 3.34 onwards? In case you should actually install it. Because this is for sure the first thing to do to start the model. Then about the SWAT model, actually called SWAT Plus, will be running by this SWAT Plus tool installer, and the version we will use is 3.0 or later. And you should have received all the email where there is the link of this link to download the software, and that leads to this page to download the SWAT Plus, and then to this one, to this SWAT Plus 3.0 installer, from which you can see you can according to your specification of operating system, Windows, Linux, or Mac OS, you have a different version that you can download. I think we can see together how to install this SWAT Plus 3.0, because there are some things to notice.
Good morning to you. So now I try to download the QGIS you show us now.
Yeah.
But it requests from me to pay.
What? Sorry, to download QGIS or SWAT?
Yes, the QGIS you send to us the link. So I enter and then I try to download it. Now it requests to pay 10 US and 20 up to 200.
Okay, actually, yeah, you are not. You should not be asked to pay. Can you maybe share a screenshot of the window to pay if you have it? Let's see. Okay, I see a question about sorry, QGIS again. That some have a version 3.22. If we need to install the old version, or we can update. Actually, we don't need to uninstall the previous version of QGIS. Is sufficient to install the new one. So, for example, yes, from this link that I passed you by email of SWAT, where you can go to install QGIS.
But the QGIS, I have it here. It is a 3.16.
Okay, yeah.
So it requires for me to download that one.
Yeah, actually, it will be required to download this QGIS 3.34. So, okay, I can show you steps. So from here, If we go to, for example, download the page of QGIS. Okay, you mean this page?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I see that. No, this is not actually required. We can, if you should have this, skip it and go to download. And actually, you should be able to avoid this payment. If you press it, yeah, the skip download, the skip payment. Did you try it? Did you succeed?
I'm not seeing the download.
Yeah, there should be. If I open it, I also have this, yeah, this payment option, but there is the option to skip it and go to download.
Yes, I get that one.
Okay.
I skip it.
So yeah, from here you can download, suggest you the version, the one called long-term version for Windows 3.34 LTR. That's the long-term release. This one here. So actually, if you install it and you already have another version, if you have already another version of QGIS in your on your laptop, you don't need to uninstall the other. It's like updated, and you, I think you will have probably the two versions in your laptop, but you will be able to choose among the two to open.
Yeah, I started download.
So yeah, you can. We can wait some minutes, maybe that you can download this new version of QGIS. Yeah, maybe we can wait like 5 minutes to see and to see if QGIS will be installed. So yes, I leave you a few minutes and tell me when you then don't have the last version. I've installed the new one, or at which point are you?
Excuse me, may I ask one question, please?
Yes.
Yes, in the chat box, it is me who wrote that, do we need to uninstall the old version? And now you guided us to download the new version, which we are now doing it. But when we continue, does it ask us to uninstall the old version again, or it updates automatically?
Sorry, during the installation, it is asking to uninstall, or?
No,
You
it
are asking
doesn't
me?
ask, but when I complete downloading, I continue
Yes.
on installation, right?
Yes, you can continue. Yeah, you don't need to uninstall the other before. You can continue as it is, and then you will have the two versions. For example, also in my PC, I have if I write QGIS here, I have both two versions. I have a 3.28 and I have a 3.34. So yeah, you don't have to uninstall the others. And then you can actually choose at the end which one to use to open.
Isn't it a duplication to have two QGIS in your machine? It's does
Okay,
it have
actually,
any?
I discovered that there are some features, some tools that in the last version are not working very well, especially some Saga plugins about hydrological analysis are working in some previous version of QGIS and not in the last one. And for this, I'm actually keeping the old versions.
Okay, noted.
Yeah, so I suggest, yeah, I don't know if you need all of the plugins, also because there are a lot of different tools that maybe are working good in some version and maybe in some other are not. But for example, in my case, that I needed a tool for the some basin analysis. I actually used a version that the 3.28 version could do something that the 3.34 was not able to do. And in this case, the SWAT is working on the 3.34 and not on the others. So it actually depends on what you're going to do. But I suggest to keep more than one version if you already have it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. For who is still installing QGIS, at what point are you still downloading?
Okay, I now completed downloading and now installing the QGIS, the new version.
Okay. Any other one that was still downloading and installing QGIS? Okay, yeah, so maybe just Zebene, tell me if when you have completed your installation, then we can maybe proceed to the next installation. Thanks.
Thank you. Midway, almost about to finish.
Okay, yeah.
I will tell you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I see a raised hand. Please, Beir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I use 3.36 version. Is it compatible?
Sorry,
Just
3.36.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, starting from 3.34 and also the later versions. So yes.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. So is it still installing QGIS for the ones that do not have already the last one?
Yes, it's copying the files. I think it's about to finish.
Okay.
We can continue and
Okay, yeah. In the meantime, I can tell you the next step.
yeah.
And because the next step would be the installation of SWAT plus. And an important thing about this is that actually I found that you will need to deactivate your antivirus protection to make the installation of some components of SWAT, because otherwise I saw that if you try to install it, I have, for example, Avast Free Antivirus. If I try to install SWAT without saying anything of the protection, there will be a component of SWAT that is not correctly installed, so it will not work. So actually, if you have an antivirus, I suggest you to deactivate unactivate the protection until we are running this model. So that was an important thing. So I went, for example, in the settings of my antivirus, and under the the protection options, I was asked, I disabilitate the protection until the reactivation, because otherwise it will not actually work for all the components. If I remind correctly, is the SWAT editor actually that is not be correctly installed. And I think it depends also on the type of antivirus, but to be sure, actually, I suggest you to remove the protection, and I mean we will just keep it without protection just for this training. Then of course you can reactivate it. So this is the first thing, and then after doing this, we can actually go to the download of SWAT Plus. So if you follow this page of the installation about SWAT Plus 3.0 installer, we can download, for example, this, in my case, the Windows 64-bit version. If you have a Windows laptop, the version will be 3.0.8. If you go to this download, you have to click it, and it will there will be the download of this zip folder. So actually, yeah, you can click on it. I don't know if have you already installed the SWAT Plus before, or not? Because otherwise, yeah, we can wait for some time that you have completed this installation of SWAT, and also, yeah, without the protection of antivirus for the correct download of all the components.
Okay, I just finished installing.
Okay.
And I've also downloaded the SWAT, Kiwi SWAT.
Great.
So how can I now run? Okay, just run, right?
Do you mean the SWAT? Okay. I mean, if you download the SWAT Plus, you should have. Okay, let me see from the folder. SWAT. You should have a zip
Yes.
file called SWAT Plus Windows installer 3. Okay, in this case I had the 3.0.4 zip.
Okay, yes, I got it.
You should have this, and yeah, you can uninstall it. Sorry, unzip the folder.
Okay.
And inside of the folder there is a .exe file for the installation of SWAT. And after this, yes, you can, if you go on, you will be asked, okay, to set the folder. You can select the one you prefer, the one of default, and then you will be asked to select which of the components to install. And yes, in this case, we will install all of these components. Then maybe we are not going to see all of these because some are just done for some features, but yeah, we can install all of these components and go on next, and then install the SWAT. I don't know at what point are you all, if you are in this process of installing SWAT. Can I have some feedback from you guys?
I faced one problem.
Yes.
I have only Windows protected system and it refused me. I disabled, but it says Microsoft Defender Smart Screen prevented an unrecognized application from starting. Running this application might put your PC at risk. And there is no any other option. It says don't run, no other option.
There is, yeah. Yeah, there should be like more info.
Well, yes, there is more info, yes.
And the run anyway, there should be something like this.
Okay. Oh, yes, run anyway.
Okay. Okay, yes, so maybe as before, yeah, you can just tell me if it's running and if it completes the installation, and then yeah, we can proceed.
Yes. Oh. Yes, I just completed installing all the arcs. What now? I mean, use what?
Okay, sorry, you completed the. Is it installed?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, okay, yeah, I also see some screenshot from the window, from the chat by Emmanuel Ioannis, and so yeah, actually we will now start from that point, and yeah, we will see it together. So the next step. Okay, yeah, just few information about the the directories that are installed in your laptop, because actually if you go to the okay, let me open the folder where you should have the folder now called okay, in my case in the disk C, there is a folder called SWAT. You should have all the folder called SWAT, and then SWAT plus, where you see all of these subfolders. And the main one to see will be like you should have the SWAT plus editor. That will be the 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 editor that will be used after the first part of setting the watershed in QGIS. It will be the one that start the simulation. And then actually there is also here the example that we will use to see how SWAT is working. That is under these example datasets. We will use this dataset provided by the developers of SWAT, where there is this Robit files, Robit folder with all of these files, subfolders, and Excel files that we will use to do our model, our example, our exercise. Then there are actually other folders on the SWAT, but we will not go to to see in details all. Just there is a folder called database that contains, for example, a template of a project with some reference database, and for example, the soil database that can be used in, but only if you are in the US actually is a Surgo StatsGo soil database. Then there are some document, especially this QSWAT Plus manual that is actually very well done, and there are really a lot of function explained with also images of the steps. That if you have some doubt about anything, there is almost all of the steps required to run a model. But okay, back to to our exercise, our presentation. Okay, as I said, in this folder about SWAT Plus example dataset Robit, that there is our file to work with. We will need this file actually to work. The base one is the DEM that we have it, digital elevation model. Then we have under Robit streams, we have the streams obtained from other models that we will use to, let's say, to burn the path of the streams in our model. If we have something like this, we can use them. Then we will have some important files that are included in land use and in the soil folder that we will be asked to add during the simulation. And later I will also tell you, in case we don't have such files like a land use and a soil, how we can do to obtain, let's say, to download another type of these files. Then we have also a folder about the climate, because we will need to add the precipitation and the temperature and so on to this model. And these CSV files, these Excel files are instead used to as a database table, mainly about soil and land use. But we will see later how to use them, and some other files. So the first step to start our model. Okay. Second. The first thing to do is to open QGIS. So in our case, the last version we downloaded, I have this 3.34.9, but we can open the one we have downloaded, the last one, because all the process will be done mainly from QGIS. And once you have opened QGIS, you will have to install this plugin here that you have on the right of the screen. There is in my case, I already have it. It's an S with a plus on the top. But if you don't, that stays for SWAT plus. But if you don't have it, if you see from, let me go to the presentation also. Okay, you should go to the, okay, let me move this, to the plugin button of QGIS in plugins, and you will have go to manage and install plugins. And here you have to look for the QSWAT plus plugin. So you can write, for example, QSWAT. You will see that there are basically these two plugins, at least I have in my version. There is a QSWAT Plus and a QSWAT Plus 3.9. The version with that is my case is called 3.9 actually is not working on for the QSWAT setup, and the one working is the one called the QSWAT Plus. Because actually, yeah, this 3.9 here it says this plugin is broken because it is actually a plugin used mainly in the oldest version of for these models. So you will have to use QSWAT Plus, this one. You have to tick it if you don't already have it, and install the plugin if you don't have already it on your QGIS. So once you have installed it, you should now have it here, as I showed you in here in this bar, QSWAT Plus. And so once you in the toolbar, so what we want to do now is to start the QSWAT. So we haven't opened yet a project, and we will open it from the QSWAT Plus plugin. So we go on it, and from here we do the okay. One second. Before starting a new project, we can see that there is this QSWAT parameters that explains to you where, for example, which is the directory of SWAT Plus, where the directory is installed. Then there is a message about this. There is a the directory for this MPI message passing interface that can actually be used for some type of watershed delineation. Is not actually essential. It can be used in sometimes, but for our case, for example, we will not going to use it, but just to know it's here it's in this directory described here. And then there is there are some parameters that will be used to decide the width and the depth of the river. Because when you run your model, you will obtain the delineation of the watershed and of the rivers, and the programs automatically calculated using these parameters, which is the width of the rivers of the channels you have done. In this case, I suggest you to keep the default features so that it's already calibrated and according to what you will model. It will set, let's say, a proper number for the width and the depth of of our rivers, and the same for the slopes and the length. We will keep the default features, the default options as they are. So we can go out of these QSWAT parameters. If you have changed anything, you click save. In this case, we go out. And so now we can start our model, and we have to click on new project. So we will click on a new project. We will be asked to select select the folder where to install our okay, one moment. I see a question. Please share the model screen. What do you mean? Sorry, by share the model screen? Can
Yes, sorry, I
yes.
didn't follow the screen. Now the screen of yours is the QGIS
Yes.
for downloading. Can you share the screen where you are? Illustration?
Sorry, can you repeat the last part?
The illustration which you are saying now. Can you share the screen for the new, how to build the new model and so on? Because your screen
Yes.
now, I saw the QGIS downloading. The screen which I see now.
In my shared screen, you see
Yeah,
some.
yeah.
Okay. Let me share again, and I will show you. Okay. 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 Can you see my screen now?
Not yet. It is
Okay.
empty. It's empty.
Does anybody see my screen now?
Actually,
Yes.
we see your
Yes,
screen.
yeah, we are seeing.
But I
Okay.
think Dr. Nahid, maybe there are some internet connection. I don't know. Dr. Nahid, you don't see any.
No, it is empty. It is just white screen with the participant above and the chat in the right. So can I leave and log in again?
Maybe
yeah, try to do
you
that.
can try.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. I see. Okay. Can you see now the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Now it is
Great.
working. Thank you.
Great. Okay, great. So we were starting a new project after we select this new project button. You will be asked to select the folder where we want to start our project, and I suggest you to create, as I done before, a folder in the disk C, in the disk C of your Windows laptop, and we can create a folder called like this, for example, QSWAT plus underscore projects. We can create a folder here like this. Then we can create a subfolders called Robit. Robit is the name of our basin, our project here. We can create a subfolder called Robit, and then you can create a demo folder that will be just the name of our project. In this case, I already had a demo. I will create a demo one, a new one in this case. And we can go on from this one to select the folder. But actually, you can create it in any directory of your laptop. I just suggest you to create this one to make it easier to find it later. Okay. No, sorry. Here I have to select. Sorry, the Robit folder, that I created. And here is asking me to enter the project name, and I call it demo one in my case, because I also had I already had a demo, so we create the new one. Okay, now the window here will change in this way, and you will the interface of QGIS now present this step-by-step configuration that has to be followed in order to prepare the SWAT plus simulation. As you can see, we will have to start from, as it's written here, step one is the delineation of the watershed. And we will also see the step two and step three. Step two will be the creation of HRUs, the hydrological response units, that we will see later what is it. And the last step, step three, will be the edit of the inputs and the actual run of the SWAT plus model. Okay, here in the interface you will see where is our folder actually, the path of our folder. And just a note, in general, since we have to put many different maps and files, in general, like shape files of raster files. So as actually many of the projects, we will be need to set the same projection coordinate. In this case, we already have these prepared files, but if you would have to create a new project, please remember to use files with the same coordinate system. In this case, it's also suggested actually to use an UTM system because it will be asked to use files in it's called the equal area projections. That is a projection that conserve the area among the different shapes in the folders in the project. So UTM is a type of this equal area projection, and in this case we will use this. So okay, this delineate watershed option that we will run. The purpose of this watershed delineation is to first to find the streams and the channels of our basin. Then we will be asked to find the area that will drain into these reaches and streams. These areas are called here subbasins. And then there will be the option that we will see about the division of this area in two different classification as floodplain and upslope that will be treated in the model in different ways. So okay, if we start from this delineate watershed, it will pop up this window with different parameters to set, starting from the selection of them here on the top. Here we will select, there is this tab about delineate watershed with some option of burn in exist stream network, a set of different thresholds for channels and stream, the use of inlet outlets shapefile, the draw of inlet or outlets selection, snap threshold, and then other tabs like the use of existing watershed if we already have some watershed, if we don't need to draw it. For example, if I have another model, if I use the HMS model to obtain channels and sub-basin, I can use the output of that model and import these files here, so that we will have the same configuration of our basin. But for the moment, we will see actually just the delineation on the watershed starting from this model from SWAT. So okay, what about the selection of the dam? That's the start point of all the models. Also, if HMS, HEC, RAS, all the models need a digital elevation model to start, and also it's the case of this one. Okay, as you know, the digital elevation models are grids or raster in which the value of each point is the elevation, usually in meters. It's the case. QSWAT accept like a wide range of grid formats, and with many formats that acceptable. It uses let's say TAUDEM, that's this let's say submodel for the watershed delineation, that requires a GeoTIFF format for the dam. So actually, if necessary, QSWAT actually does a conversion to GeoTIFF when it copies the DM into the project. Okay, so we can start from the selection of our DEM from these 3 dots here. We will have to go to the folder where the DEM is installed, and was actually the folder of inside our installation folder, that is the SWAT under C, disk C, in SWAT plus, where we have these example datasets. We will go to Robit. And if you remember, there is these folders, and this one is the one we are looking now. It's a DEM, where there is this SRTM 30 meters. We will open it, and the file here that we will have to select is this one, the second one here in my screen, the one called hdr.adf. That is the one that we will load and will be automatically converted to a TIFF format by SWAT. So we click, we select it, we go on it, and as we can see, we will have the DM that's imported in our QGIS project here. It has already a style, an automatic style given by the program. And that contains actually, that's divided between, you see this DEM, that's the layer that gives the colors to the elevation model, and this hillshade, that the one that's used to obtain a better shape and to see better the elevation of our DEM. So this is about the import of DEM in our model. The next step, okay, if we go back to okay, let me see here. Okay, once we have set the folder of DEM, if we go to the tab DEM properties, we will see how this the property of the DEM. Specifically, we would like to have the vertical units in meters. So if you don't have these meters selected, please select meters as vertical units. The other option are just information about the file. In this case, we had it was written a cell size 30 meters per 30 meters. That's actually the common size of a cell that is downloaded of a DEM that's downloaded from SRTM elevation model. It's written which is the area of each pixel, 0.09 hectares, and so on, extent in degrees, and okay, here we see the project reference system that is in UTM zone 37 north, and actually once we have put this elevation model into the QGIS project, we will see down here the reference system of the project is changed to this one of the elevation model. That's actually the one that we were asked to put UTM, in this case, a reference system that will work for us. Okay, next step. If we go back to the tab Delineate Watershed here, there is this option, burn in existing stream network. And as it's written here, as a description of this function, an existing stream network may be burnt in to make delineation more accurate, particularly in flat areas. That's the case when you have already a network of streams, of channels, and you want to put it here on the model as it described to better fit the particularity of the area. And in the case you have a flat area, if you run a model in a flat area, it's actually difficult that you get a good representation of the actual river inside your terrain. So we will have to tick this burn-in existing stream network, since we have in our folder, in our example, a stream network already. So we click on these three dots to find our stream network. It's still in the folder SWAT plus example dataset, Robit then. here we have to go to these Robit streams, and we have to click on the shape file, robrich.shp. We open it, and okay, as we see here, it's automatically put in the layers list. It's these streams burning in a reach. We see the streams that we want to use for the delineation of our model. So back to the next step, the setting of the threshold here, this channel and stream threshold. Because the delineation of a watershed needs a number, a threshold that represent the minimum area that's needed to form a stream and to form a channel. And this minimum area to form a channel of the stream can be defined as either a number of cells, so like this one on the left, 99 on 992, or as an area, as you choose, as you can choose the unit to use for an area. For example, here in this part where you are needed to choose the area that I suggest you to use, because it's difficult to understand by the number of cells which are the which is an actual number that we want to have for delineation of an area. Okay, 1 second that I see a message in the chat. There is a message of warning. Warning message when burning streams. Okay, shapes Robrich as a projection 32637, which is different from the project projection. You may need to reproject and reload. Okay, let me see. Okay, the projection 32637 is actually the correct one. So the problem was in the project projection. The project projection was given actually by when we put the DEM into the project. Have you done before these steps of selecting the DM? Because actually, if you do it, you should automatically get the correct projection. And it doesn't say anything. Okay, let me see what can be. Just a question. If you go to the DEM and click on Properties, Source, is it written this APSG code 32637, UTM zone 37 north? Okay, yeah, you can check if you right click on the DM. You should have it here. Do you have the DM here on this canvas on the screen? If you right click on DM, if you right click here and go on properties, and from properties here you go on this source, you should see the assigned coordinate reference system. That should be this one that I have here, this the 32637. So did you check that you have it? Okay, let me see. Okay, you have it. So so the next thing, okay, here when you have the windows of QGIS in the bottom right, it's written this is the reference system on the bottom right of the QGIS of our project. This should be 32637. If you don't have it, is probably this one. It should be changed automatically, but when you put the DM. But if you don't have it, if you have a different coordinate system, you will have to click on it, and you will see this window opening. And if you write here the 32637, you will have to click on it and apply and OK. And now that the reference system of the QGIS is the same of our DM and then of the stream burn-in, if this was the problem. Did you try this step, if it is this reference system down here that was different? Waila, Wad, could you check this? Okay, yeah, I repeat. In the bottom right here of the screen of QGIS, there is this here, this EPSG, and then this number. This number should be the one that it was requested. That's the one that's the same of DM and of the other folder, of the other files. If it's not, if you have another one, you will have to click on it. And here on the blank space, you will have to look for our 32637 and select here from the coordinate reference system. Here or actually here, it depends on if you already have the word written here or in the space down here, and you will have to apply and then OK. Okay.
So Giacomo, it looks like our colleague
okay,
here has not set a reference system at all for the project.
Okay.
For some reason. So
okay.
yeah, so maybe easier if he.
For
maybe
this
if you can share your screen, while maybe it's even better. But
yeah, otherwise that part, it's not only on the bottom right of the screen. You can actually. Okay. So in case, can you please share the screen? If you go to the top of your Teams meeting, you should see the share screen option. So tell me if you want to share the screen, or I can. Do you see? No, actually, I don't see your screen. Let me. Okay, I removed my sharing. Actually, you should be able to share yours. Seems it's not working.
At any rate, Giacomo, he just needs to set the projection of the project. So
yeah, for this I can tell you instead.
If you wanna share your screen again and you show how to.
Yeah, because if you don't see. Okay, I'm sharing my
basically
screen.
he just has to allow. If you click on the EPSG again, you can show the button where you can activate the project projection. You see that there is a checkbox, no CRS. He's probably at that checkbox.
This one, you mean hide?
No, the first one.
Okay, yeah.
So if you click there, you get a project without any coordinate system, and you'll get the same.
Okay, so yeah. So in this case, if you don't have it, you can go actually. Okay, let me see. I have to make projection for. Okay, so
it would be much easier if at least you can unmute yourself and explain us live, maybe.
I see. Actually, I get it. I have to make my projection for the project.
Yes, sir. Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes. So my problem is, the projection in the bottom, the right bottom is not appear.
Okay.
And I have just to.
But click on that symbol. If you click on that symbol, you should be allowed to define the projection.
Yeah.
Click on the symbol where you see
on the
an
cross.
X.
Yeah, an X on.
And after that, I should go. I write which number I should 32.
Is it 32637?
32637. So
yes.
yeah. So I will show you the here is there is no projection there.
Okay. Yeah. So you have this, and there is no CRS written here on the top, right?
Yeah. See what happened?
Sorry?
I sent a screenshot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the screenshot before, you mean?
Yeah, this one, a new one. What was?
Okay, I don't still see the new one. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You see, it is there is no
Okay.
It's
Let me
not good.
see.
So this is, I guess, maybe it's a problem with the QGIS installation then.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe, yeah, because actually it
to save
should
your
be
time,
auto.
yeah, I have to do
Mm-mm.
this again. So you can continue. Thank you.
So also, if you go on projected here on the bottom, you cannot open anything. You don't see a list of system, right? You cannot see.
Yes.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably something with QGIS installation, as
Yes.
Paolo said.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Okay, I will continue.
Yeah, we can only
you can
suggest
follow.
to uninstall QGIS or install it again, because this looks like something was wrong with the installation.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Continue. I will be follow.
Okay.
During my
Yeah.
installation.
Okay, so we were at the point to this page here, where after the burning existing stream network, we are asked to set a threshold, for the channels and for the streams. I mean, there are some default values that are already provided. Okay, and we can, but we can actually see what happens if we keep, if we do some different, if we put some different values and see which is the channels and the stream network that we will see. Okay, but first of all, I want to select the unit here on the area in hectares. So it alignates with also all the presentation and the other steps that we will do. Okay, if we keep as they are these options, we can try to create streams. We click on create streams. Okay, here we see that it was working. And we will see the streams that have been created on the top of our model, on the top of the DM. What can we look? Okay, first of all, which is the difference between, because we have streams and channels. The different things is that okay, the streams, okay, I also put it on the presentation. Stream reaches are the sections of the stream network between significant points, where these significant points are usually stream sources or like monitoring points like water gauges, stream junctions, inlets, and watershed outlets. And it's from the streams that the subbasin later will be created, because the subbasin will be the area that is draining into a stream reach. And the subbasins are the main division of our watershed, and typically are the entities whose SWAT outputs that we will want to generate and then to study, while the channels differ from the streams because are finer division and extensions of the stream reaches, and allow us to place more precisely the components of the watershed, which will form from the SWAT model that we will see later, like the landscape units, the reservoirs, or the ponds, point sources, and the hydrological response unit. So we see here from the maps, if we remove also maybe the stream burn in, we will see in, I think you should have the same color as me, because it's an automatic setting of the SWAT. In dark blue, the streams, that are, let's say, the main one. And the principal streams. And in light blue, you should see the channels that in some point are some extension of the streams or just a finer subdivision of them. This is actually I mean, just from the view here, a good representation of the streams in our project. But we can for sure change this threshold used to obtain the streams. And for example, if I looked at this area, if we change the number in the area, we can try different numbers. If we lower them, for example, we can see what's happening. So area, instead of this 8.91, we can try with, for example, with 2. And this other area for the stream threshold, instead of 89, we can try with just 10. So we have lowered these numbers, and we tried these create streams. So let's see what happened. Okay, we see that we will have a much finer division in these streams and channel. We will have a lot of both streams, the dark blue one, and also the channels, the light blue one. So actually, it also depends on the size of your catchment, of your area, of your watershed, to decide which number to put on it, and on the use you will need about this model. We can try also with some other number just to see. If we write, for example, higher numbers, okay, before was 9 here, we can put it much higher. If we can see something. For example, if we write 100 here on the channel and 1000 for the streams, if we click on create streams, okay, we will see that we will have much less streams, because there are, of course, less streams that have an area that of, for example, the blue ones that are the 1000 streams means that to this part of the river, to this point, there is a watershed upstreams that collects the water that will flow to this river. So just for the very big basins, in this case 1000 hectares, we will see this threshold of 1000. Otherwise, if we increase again, we add a 0 at the end of our subbasin, we will probably see that we will see no streams. Okay, actually, yeah, this one where the channel, the light blue, because only to this 1000 hectares of area for the channel, we will see something. Increasing of another 0 again, we will see nothing, because there are no such a big basin, a big sub-basin that flow waters to these streams. So for the purpose of this exercise, we will write, we will keep options similar to the initial one that were for the channels, about 9 hectares. We will put 9 here, and for the stream threshold, we will put 90. that correspond to 100 cells for the channel and 1000 cells for the streams. Okay, we will create again the streams. We click on create streams. We actually see that every time that we create the streams, the layer here on the window of the layer will delete the previous version of the stream and channels and substitute it with the new one. Okay, so we have our final version that sorry, that we want to show. Okay, next step. Okay, we have said about streams, sub-basin channels. We have done the creation of the streams. Okay, the next step is the definition of outlet. Because to create our watershed, we normally have to define at least a main outlet for the creation of the watershed. So we will create the outlet. It's also possible to define some inlet that we can, for example, use if we want to model a large watershed in some sections. SWAT will actually exclude the area upstream of an inlet for the model. We can also create some upstream outlets, whereas SWAT Plus will produce some data. So we can place these where, for example, we have some measured data. If we have some measured data, we can create some these many outlets in all our streams. What we can also add at this point is also some reservoirs and ponds, if we have them, and some general, let's say, point sources. So you can define a main outlet of more than one part of the stream network to model the watershed in more than one piece. What is a main outlet? The word main means that has no outlet downstream from it. Also, if we don't use an inlet outlet shapefile, so if we don't have already a point that is in a shapefile, in a vector or another vector file, the main outlet will be defined where the streams cross the edges of the dam. So in this case, if we don't have an outlet, the model will catch the point. Okay, in this case, for example, of this blue one, it will catch the final part of the basin. Okay, of the basin when it crosses the edge of the DM. Not exactly the edge, but in this case, this point here. So we could actually skip this option, but it's not. It will not be our case. And some other information is that each inlet or outlet point that you define will create a sub-basin boundary. So if you put different points, we will have many sub-basin as you want in that flow that let water flows until the outlet you selected. What we will do is actually to define the points using an existing shapefile, because we already have the point of the outlet we want. And it also is possible to draw on an existing shapefile to create additional points, or to select only a subset of points for existing shapefile. So I mean, there are different ways to select our outlet. The just The only thing that has to be remembered is that we have to place it on a stream. At least the main outlet has to be on a stream. That is our blue lines here. And other points also on a channel. So also when we draw them, we have to consider this. So we can see we can make an exercise when we draw some when we draw where we draw a point, an outlet point in our project. So we have to, when we are in this delineate watershed tab, we have to tick the option use an inlet outlet shapefile. We don't want to, for this moment, to select these. If we select these three dots here to select a file from the folder, we will have the selection of our shapefile. But if we click on these draw inlet outlets, we can draw our outlet. So we click. Okay, now we see this window here. So select type of point to add, and then click on map to place it. In this case, we want to select an outlet, so we keep the selection outlet, or actually we could do a different things, but we will click on outlet. And you see there is this cross where you can still zoom on the map of QGIS, and you have to click on the point where we want to create our outlet. For this exercise, if you see the slide, we can point on somewhere that's close to the. Okay, if we zoom from here, we can actually go to. The point will be in the coordinates like 328,500. I mean, you can actually, and with y coordinates, that's this 1289500. I mean, I can try to go in somewhere in a similar point, but you can try in some different points of the watershed if you don't find the exactly point. So I can try, let me see, somewhere like here. Okay, if I zoom. Okay, we can try it at a different zoom to click on this river. We click on it. We will see this triangle. And if we zoom, okay, we can see that the point is not exactly on the river. And this is not a great deal because the SWAT will snap, that is, move the points to the nearest channel or stream provided that are within the snap threshold. Because there is a settings here in delineate watershed tab of snap threshold. So if you draw the point not exactly on the river, but that's close 300 meters, you still can, the point will be automatically moved to exactly the river in order to create our watershed. And if we saw, for example, create the watershed, sorry, before, if we go to this review snapped, okay, says cannot find inlet outlets layer. Okay, that's because I didn't press OK after clicking on after creating the outlet. So you have to press OK here. Now we can click on this review snapped, you see it writes here one snapped, so it found this outlet that we have created, and it has been moved, if we zoom on the map, exactly on the channel, on the streams that we had created before. So after this, sorry, since we want to, we already have a shape file for the inlet, we can actually remove this. We can remove the shape file from the window here, from the layer list. So we can go to, if we select this drone inlet outlet, we can remove the layer, both the first one and the second one. I will remove the layers because I want to add mine, to use an inlet outlet shape file. Okay, I have to go on these 3 points, and I have to select, if I go to, still in the folder, again, Robit, this case is called main outlet. There is this main outlet shape file. We select it. Okay, we should see. Okay, we see here the where is our point. Also, this one is not exactly on the river, but we have seen that if we continue, it's automatically moved to the river. So we can actually start to press on create watershed. Okay, it's working. We see that there is it's written one snapped. Okay, so actually we see the model, the creation of the watershed at the run, and we have the subdivision in our subbasins. Okay, so you can see that we have our main basin. That's the one that collect waters and towards the point, toward this outlet point. But we also have this subdivision in a different subbasin, and this subdivision depends on our initial creation of streams and channel. Precisely when we have our let's say a junction between the different channels, we will have the creation of some watershed upstreams. So this will be the configuration that we will use for our exercise. But just to try to play with these numbers and options, we can, for example, try to get some subbasin from different option of threshold. That is, for example, if we change the delineate watershed area in a smallest one, as we said, like 2 hectares for the channel and 10 here for the stream threshold. We can create streams again. Okay, now we have a different streams configuration. For the selection of shapefile of inlet and outlet, we keep our selection. okay, we keep these options. We create the watershed. And we should see the difference. Okay, a much more subdivision in different subbasins. So we have seen that if we want a major number of subbasins, so a more precise division of small subbasins, we have to decrease the number of cells of both the channel and the stream network. But for our exercise, we decided to, okay, we keep the configuration as before. And okay, so let me do it again. So we set 9 and here 90. We create again the streams. We keep the outlet shape file. We keep the 300 threshold. We create the watershed. Okay, we still have, we again have the configuration that we want. Okay, I see that's at this point we can stop for the moment. Since we got this watershed delineation, and so we can see each hour in 1 hour, and we will see the next step for the delineation of the landscape units and for the hydrological response units. So this will be the, let's say, the topic of this afternoon. So
I have a question.
yes.
I don't know if there is still to reach there or. So if you want to clip the sub basin for that sub basin.
Clip, sorry.
If you want to clip, you want a small catchment, not all of it.
Okay. I mean, if you want a small one.
Now there are many, and then later on, maybe you are studying the small area, and then you need that you want to clip it. How do you?
I mean, the point is, if you want a small basin, you need to go upstream. So, for example, if you wanted just this small one, actually the first thing to do is to change this outlet. I mean, because if you put the outlet here, the entire subbasin, the entire basin will be this one. If you want a small one, you have to go upstream to this point. So you will have to select the location, a different location for this outlet. I mean, you can still. I mean, when you have done this, when you have obtained this configuration, you can still. Since it's a shape file that has been created, is this? Let me see. Is this subbasin? If you want to do some other analysis to just one of these, you can select and export just one of the basin. For example, we can select with these select features by area. We can select one basin, and then if we want to, we can right-click on this subbasin layer, and we can export for example, save selected features as, and we can export just this basin. But for the model, for the running of the model, we will have to change the output, the outlet location to get run the model on a smaller basin, so going upstream. So yeah, this is how I would do. I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, it's okay, but
Yeah.
if you, but I don't know later
Yeah.
on the stream will clip, will cut, or because I get challenge for that one. Uh, when I'm going, maybe the subcatchment and select the subcatchment, we use a shape file. But the shape file of the stream maybe is a one long like that stream we are seeing now. If I need
Okay.
a small one, yes. The problem is
Okay.
how to clip the sides of that shape file.
Okay. Yeah.
How to clip the small side of the stream.
Yeah. Okay.
That is not shape file. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Actually, let me. Okay, actually, the streams.
Like especially example, like now the place there is the tail of this shape file, the tail of this catchment.
Yeah, there is the possibility. There is the option clip in QGIS. That's actually once you select, for example, well, let's say channels that has more large.
But for the normal one of the QGIS, I know it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, but
If
for
there is something in SWAT.
yes, in in HMS, HMX also it gives us the delineation like this. We did it now, but the problem is how to clip it. That is the problem. I tried also I transfer it to the normal QGIS. It cannot want to clip that.
I mean, what I would, since this is what is using QGIS, I would use the clip function. I mean, if you use the clip, if you use the clip here, it should. Sorry, what is the clip?
Yes, in.
I mean, if you use this with this input layer as channels and, for example, overlay layers, that we see that. Okay, we can select, for example, this subbasin. And if we select this as overlay layer, this subbasin, for example, selected features only, that's the one we selected, and we do run, we should have, okay, let me remove the other. Okay, in this case, this shape file that I have created, clipped, is the one clipped on just one subbasin that I want to show. I don't know, is it this one that you were asking? Like,
Yes, I mean that one. I see now. Hello?
yeah, yes.
Yeah, I see now you clip it. This is what I want.
Okay, yeah. This is a function that you can use. There are different ways, and after selecting some area, that's quite useful. And yeah, this one. Okay. Do someone has other question, or maybe we can? I can ask them later after the break of 1 hour. Okay, I think that.
Yes, I think, yeah, let us take 1 hour break for lunch and then come and continue.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So see you in 1 hour.
Yeah, see you. Enjoy lunch.
Thank you.